Well, great question. And it's an important responsibility for us at the State Department level. The majority of all our state departments of agriculture have food safety inspection amongst their responsibilities. But all of our departments all across the country have their farm community as their primary responsibility for food safety. And as we all understand, I think food safety begins on the farm. I would add that, frankly, everyone in the food supply chain, food safety is everybody's business in that chain. So we at the department, we're the boots on the ground. We know the agricultural community. We know our farmers. We have the opportunity to help them adopt those good agricultural practices that will lead to food safety at the beginning of the chain. So that's our role.
And it's a very, very important role. When you look at the Department of Agriculture all across the country, as Commissioner Ball said, they play a very important role in the production of foods for humans, likewise the production of food for animals as well, and even companion animals are under the Department of Agriculture across the country. We've seen that scope of responsibility expand in the last few years with the passage of the Food Safety Modernization Act and produce regulatory inspections on the American farm. And so they are having an increasing role. But as Commissioner Ball said, food safety is something that's non-competitive. It should be present in the small farms, medium and large farms. It's something that really grows a food safety culture across that entire continuum. So it's everyone's responsibility, and the Departments of Agriculture plays a vital role in carrying out that mission.
Well, I would say to Congress, keep us close. Consider us a great resource for you. The State Departments of Agriculture, NASDA, we are a nonpartisan group, and we're relevant, a very relevant organization, as we are the boots on the ground. We know our states, we know our agricultural community. And as we look to roll out the Food Safety Modernization Act, we need to make progress on this together. As we know, FDA is undergoing a reorganization in food, and their responsibilities internally are going to be a little bit different. And I think it's important for us to pay close attention to how that evolves. We can see, potentially some need for additional resources to the states to continue implementing the Food Safety Modernization Act. I think we need to be closely watching the management organization within FDA. So I think we need Congress to stay close to the issue as this develops and it's rolled out. And important to underline here that the states and FDA are co-regulators in this space. We need to be working together and together with Congress as we roll out how this affects our farmers across the country.
It's absolutely so important. And so Congress does play a big role. They appropriate the funding that goes to FDA that is then transferred to the states to carry out this body of work. That's extremely important. So adequate funding to our federal agencies that can also fund the states to carry out this responsibility is extremely important. But Congress also should make sure that the rules that we're passing and the laws that we're implementing at the state level are equally applied internationally. If those products are coming into the United States, they should be regulated and produced in the same type of environment so that the American producer has a level playing field to distribute their products domestically and internationally. Food safety shouldn't be competitive among any country or company. It actually should be something that builds a food safety culture within that organization to ensure safe foods are produced and distributed in this country. But as Commissioner Ball said, we're in this together. It is a partnership, and we have to rely on each other, build on our strengths, and be collaborative in our approach with the American farmer and food producing community.